was that? He hit me. So I gave him plenty of space.
Save it. Nothing you can say could make that any better.
From controversial safety car decisions to dramatic team orders, these are the wildest moments in Formula One history.
Oh, this is terrible. Look, oh, this is quite appalling. This is the worst start for a Grand Prix that I have ever seen in the whole of my life.
First off, a moment that no one can forget, Lewis Hamilton's heartbreak at the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Hamilton was on the verge of winning his record 8th World Championship when a late race crash brought out the safety car. Race director Michael Masi made a controversial call, allowing only the lapped cars between Hamilton and Max Verstappen to unlap themselves. This set up a final lap showdown where Verstappen, on fresher tires, overtook Hamilton to win the title.
Into turn 9, Verstappen stays ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Of all the drama, of all the controversy, of all the magic moments in Formula One in 2021.
That's wild.
Max Verstappen, for the first time ever, is champion of the world. Oh my Lord, Max! Oh my God! Yes! Oh my God!
Next up, we have the 2013 Malaysian Grand Prix, where we saw a lot of internal team conflicts and dramatic overtakes. Sebastian Vettel ignores team orders from Red Bull to hold position between his teammate Mark Webber. Instead, he passed Webber on lap 46 to take the lead and eventually win the race. This defiance led to a heated exchange between the two drivers and created a rift within the team. Talk about drama. Another unforgettable moment is Michael Schumacher's crash at the 1999 British Grand Prix. During the first lap at Silverstone, Schumacher's Ferrari suffered a brake failure, causing him to crash into the barriers at high speed. He broke his leg in the accident, forcing him to miss 6 races and ending his chance of fighting for the championship that year. Next, we have the nail-biting finish to the 1976 Japanese Grand Prix, which decided the World Championship by just a single point. James Hunt needed to finish 3rd to win the title, but initially it seemed he had only managed 5th place. After a brief period of confusion, officials confirmed Hunt had indeed finished 3rd, securing the championship by just 1 point over Niki Lauda. This dramatic conclusion remains one of the closest title fights in F1 history.
Mario Andretti has won the first Japanese Grand Prix. Depay trying to get by, but he's a lap behind. And there's James Hunt. James Hunt finishing 3rd and almost catching Patrick Depay.
Next is Wolfgang von Tripp's crash. On September 10, 1961, during the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, Wolfgang von Trips collided with Jim Clark's Lotus on the first lap. Von Tripp's Ferrari went airborne, crashed into a side barrier, and tragically killed 15 spectators. The German driver was ejected from his car and died before reaching the hospital. This incident remains one of the darkest days in Formula One history. The crash not only claimed the life of Von Trips, but also had a profound impact on the racing community. Phil Hill, Von Tripp's teammate, won the race and became the first American to win the World Championship, but his victory was overshadowed by the tragedy. Next is Felipe Massa's freak accident in 2009. During the qualifying session for the Hungarian Grand Prix, a spring detached from Rubens Barrichello Braun GP car and struck Massa's helmet at over 250 kilometers per hour. The impact knocked Massa unconscious, causing him to crash head-on into a tire barrier. The Brazilian driver suffered a life-threatening injury and was immediately airlifted to a hospital where he underwent surgery. Massa's accidents raised some serious concerns about driver safety in Formula One. The incident led to the introduction of stricter helmet standards and eventually the development of the Halo device, designed to protect drivers from flying debris. Although Massa made a remarkable recovery and returned to racing, the accident left a lasting impression on the sport. Next is Niki Lauda's comeback in 1976. On August 1, 1976, Niki Lauda suffered a horrific crash at Nürburgring, where his Ferrari burst into flames after hitting a barrier. Lauda was trapped in the burning car but was rescued by fellow drivers. He sustained severe burns and lung damage, and many believed he would never race again. However, just 42 days later, Lauda made an astonishing return to Formula One at the Italian Grand Prix in Monza.
Niki Lauda, just 42 days after his near-fatal accident at Nürburgring, will race here today at Monza against all medical advice and no doubt in incredible pain.
Lauda's comeback is considered one of the most heroic moments in sports history. Despite being visibly scarred and still recovering from his injuries, Lauda finished 4th in the race, demonstrating incredible determination and resilience. Next is the 1998 Formula One rivalry. The 1998 season saw a fierce battle between Michael Schumacher and Mika Hakkinen. McLaren had developed a highly competitive car, the MP4-13, which allowed Hakkinen to challenge Schumacher's dominance. The rivalry reached its peak during the season, with Hakkinen winning 8 races and ultimately securing the Drivers' Champion title.
In a karting time, I knew he was good, but I never thinking that he's better than me.
Next is the 1955 Le Mans disaster. The 24 hours of Le Mans in 1955 will forever be remembered as one of the darkest days in motorsports history. On June 11th, during the race at the Circuit de la Sarthe in France, a catastrophic accident occurred. Pierre Levey, driving a Mercedes, collided with another car at high speed. His car was launched into the air and disintegrated upon impact with the grandstands. The debris flew into the crowd, tragically killing 83 spectators and injuring 120 more.
Levey's Mercedes collides and blows up. In a few ghastly seconds, death wipes out whole families. Levey is killed before his wife's eyes, and some 70 spectators with him.
Next is the Lotus 56B, the gas turbine car. In 1968, Team Lotus introduced a revolutionary car to the Indianapolis 500, the Lotus 56B. Designed by Maurice Philippe, this car was powered by a gas turbine engine and featured 4-wheel drive. The innovative design promised a new era in racing technology. However, despite its potential, the car faced numerous challenges. All 3 entries in the 1968 race retired due to mechanical issues, with Joe Leonard's car failing just 8 laps from the finish while leading the race. The Lotus 56B's journey didn't end there. Its unique turbine engine, producing around 600 horsepower, was a marvel of engineering, yet the car's performance was inconsistent, and it struggled to compete with the traditional piston engine cars. Eventually, the use of the turbine engines and 4-wheel drive was banned, preventing the Lotus 56B from achieving its full potential. Next is Ayrton Senna's fatal crash. On May 1st of 1994, the world of Formula One was shaken by the tragic death of Brazilian driver Ayrton Senna. During the San Marino Grand Prix at Imola, Senna's car veered off the track at the Tamburello corner and crashed into a concrete barrier. The impact caused severe head injuries, and despite the best efforts of the medical staff, Senna was pronounced dead later that day. Next is Jules Bianchi's fatal accident. On October 5, 2014, during the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka, French driver Jules Bianchi suffered a life-threatening accident. In extremely wet conditions, Bianchi lost control of his Marussia MR03 and collided with a recovery vehicle that was attending to another crash. He sustained a diffuse axonal injury, a severe form of traumatic brain damage, and was placed in an induced coma. Despite undergoing emergency surgery, Bianchi never regained consciousness and passed away on July 17, 2015. Next is Mansell's championship double-up. Nigel Mansell's journey to become a Formula One world champion was filled with determination and grit. In 1992, at the Hungarian Grand Prix, Mansell finally clinched his first and only championship title. Driving for Williams, he had an exceptional season, winning 8 out of 10 races leading to Hungary. Despite starting the race from second place, Mansell faced numerous challenges, including an electrical issue during practice and fierce competition from his teammate Riccardo Patrese. However, his skill and perseverance paid off as he managed to secure a podium finish, which was enough to crown him the champion. The race itself was a roller coaster of emotions. Mansell had to make several overtakes, including passing Gerhard Berger twice to maintain his position. A late pit stop due to a suspected slow puncture added to the drama, dropping him to 6th place. But with free tires, Mansell fought back, overtaking multiple cars to finish in 2nd place. This victory was not just a testament to his driving skills, but also a significant moment in his career, marking the culmination of years of hard work and near misses. Next was the Villeneuve and Schumacher saga. The 1997 Formula One season was marked by an intense rivalry between Jacques Villeneuve and Michael Schumacher. Despite finishing 1st and 2nd in the champion standings, the two never shared a podium throughout the entire season. Their rivalry reached its peak during the final race at Jerez, where Schumacher attempted to take out Villeneuve in a desperate move to secure the championship. The collision resulted in Schumacher's disqualification from the race and the championship, allowing Villeneuve to clinch the title. This lack of shared podiums was not just a statistical anomaly, but also a reflection of their fierce competition. Both drivers had inconsistent results, one winning one race and then finishing lower in the next. Their on-track battles were a highlight of the season, but their inability to share a podium added an extra layer of intrigue to their rivalry. It was a season filled with drama, controversy, and unforgettable moments, making it one of the most talked about seasons in F1 history. Next one up is Mika Häkkinen's recovery. Mika Häkkinen's career took a dramatic turn in 1995 when he suffered a life-threatening crash during the Australian Grand Prix in Adelaide. The accident left him with severe head injuries, and his recovery was nothing short of miraculous. By April 1996, Häkkinen was back on the track. Häkkinen's return to form was swift and impressive. He went on to win his first race in the final round of the 1997 season at Jerez, setting the stage for his future success. In 1998 and 1999, Häkkinen won back-to-back world championships, solidifying his place among the sport's greats. Next one up is Montoya's record speed. Juan Pablo Montoya made headlines in 2005 when he set a new speed record during the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Driving for McLaren Mercedes, Montoya reached an astonishing top speed of 231.5 miles per hour.
In 2004, Colombia's Juan Pablo Montoya of Williams BMW rewrote the record books by recording the fastest ever lap seen in Formula One. He did it in pre-qualifying here at Monza. The average lap speed was 162.95 miles an hour, just over 262 kilometers an hour.
Breaking the previous record and earning a place in the Guinness World Records. This feat showcased not only Montoya's driving prowess, but also the technological advancements in Formula One. Montoya's record-breaking lap was a highlight in a career filled with memorable moments. Known for his aggressive driving style and fearless overtakes, Montoya was a fan favorite. His achievement at Monza remains one of the most remarkable moments in F1 history. Next is the double diffuser revolution of 2009. Ross Brawn's genius was on full display during the 2009 Formula One season with his team Brawn GP. The car, equipped with a revolutionary double diffuser, proved to be incredibly fast in all conditions. This innovative design exploited a loophole in the regulations, allowing engineers to create an additional diffuser that started much further forward, increasing the overall volume and downforce. This gave Brawn GP a significant advantage over its rivals, making their car almost unbeatable. The results were nothing short of spectacular. Jenson Button, driving for Brawn GP, won 6 of the first 7 races of the season. The team clinched both the Constructors' and the Drivers' Championships, with Button securing the latter at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Brawn GP's success was so overwhelming that it remains the only constructor to have achieved a 100% championship success rate in its debut year. Next is the McLaren-Honda dominance of 1989. The 1989 Formula One season saw McLaren-Honda continue their reign as the team to beat, with Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost at the helm. The season was marked by intense rivalries between the two drivers, culminating in a dramatic collision at the Japanese Grand Prix. Prost retired from the race, but Senna managed to get a push from the marshals and rejoin the track, eventually winning the race. However, he was later disqualified for missing a chicane, leading to the accusations of favoritism towards Prost by the FIA president Jean-Marie Balestre. At number 2 is the chaos at the 2010 Chinese Grand Prix. The 2010 Chinese Grand Prix was a race filled with drama and unpredictability. Jenson Button remained victorious in a race that featured exploding suspensions, multiple race leaders, and plenty of wet weather. Starting from the 5th position, Button navigated the chaotic climate to take the win, showcasing his skill and composure under pressure. His teammate Lewis Hamilton finished in 2nd place, making it a 1-2 finish for McLaren. At number 1 is the most expensive crash in F1 history. The 1998 Belgian Grand Prix witnessed one of the most expensive crashes in Formula 1 history. The incident occurred at the start of the race, involving multiple cars in a massive pileup. The crash was triggered by wet conditions and poor visibility, leading to a chain reaction that took out several cars. The total damage was estimated to be in the millions, making it one of the costliest accidents in the sport's history. The crash had significant implications for the teams involved, particularly Williams, who suffered extensive damage to their cars. The financial impact went beyond just the repair costs, affecting the team's budgets and resources for the remainder of the season. The 1998 Belgian Grand Prix serves as a reminder of the high stakes and potential for disaster in Formula 1 racing.